Welcome, soldiers of Lothlorien and newcomers. Welcome to another Reforged battle. And like I said, I'm going to be trying to get as many videos as possible out. This is the second video I made today, and I'm going to post. So this video was sent in to me by the one and only John Wick, who I really want to thank. Let's go over here. He's commanding the High Elves. I really want to thank him because he has been so supportive and really helpful towards our channel. He has sent in lots and lots of our replays that I've been doing, and I just want to give him a big thank you as well as all our subscribers and everyone who's viewing or just everyone who's on the Discord and is helping, especially the staff. So I want to thank everyone who's sending in replays as well. So we're just going to go over the army comps, and we're going to start off with the one and only John Wick. This is on the dry lake, no, dead marshes, I believe. Yeah, it's a 3v3 dead marshes. So, in the front, he has some Elder Inway archers and some Sword Quindy along with Linden long spears, some pretty cheap units, but they can actually do a pretty nice amount of damage. It just depends what kind of troops they engage with, and then so they're going to be just a support troop to hold back any charging infantry or cav. And he has a ballista, which is going to be useful. He has some Mithlin nobles, some Elden Way spearmen, some Elden Way archers in a nice position, but they are going to advance towards the enemy. He has some Elijah Storm Raiders on the hill, as well as Smiths of Oregon. And I believe he has just a small but really elite force. He might have a few hiding units. And he has some Linden long spears over here, so that means 2 units of Linden long spears, 2 units of Elden Way spearmen, 2 Mithlin nobles, 3 Sword Quindy. I'm getting myself all wrong. A unit of Elden Way Lancers and Elden Way Nobles, and that concludes the one and only John Wick's army. So now we'll move on to his ally, who is Gondor, commanded by Adrian Med. So in the front lines, he has some Gondor infantry who are taking ballista fire, as well as veterans of Osgiliath. In the back here, he has some Pelargir Marines, who, if they're in a good position, which they are in, they can do a lot of damage. He has some Axemen of Lossarnach, who I believe are AP, and they can do they can hold and do an okay amount of damage. He also has a unit of Gondor Knights, as well as Wardens of the White Tower, who are really good. Over here, he has his Gondor Archers, his kind of like low-tier skirmishers. He has some Gondor Spearmen just to hold back any of the forces that would want to attack him here. He has some Fountain Guard just to support everything. He has some more Gondor infantry, probably about 3 units of Gondor infantry, 2 Gondor archers, veterans of one unit of veterans of Skilioth, and he has 3 units of Gondor knights, 2 of these and 1 over there. So now to the last one of their allies. We have Umbar, commanded by Isilva. I probably pronounced that completely wrong. I'm sorry if I did. And he has a unit of Corsairs, as well as more Corsairs and Corsair warriors. He has some Umbar pikemen. He has some Corsair pikemen. He has more Corsair pikemen over here, as well as more Corsair warriors. So a pretty big, but kind of like really low tier army. He has some Naaru Royal Guard, or Naharu. Okay, I probably mispronounced that, but I'm sorry. He has some Belagir halberds, who are going to be a pretty nice addition to his force. He has some, for his elites, he has some Harbingers of Castamere, some Naaru Royal Guard. I probably slaughtered that name as well. He has some Abrazanium Nardutarik. Okay, I tried. So two units of those. He has 2 units of Naharo Royal Guard, and he has 2 units of Harbingers of Castamere. So now onto the attacking forces. Let's get over here real quick. And I will put a timestamp in the battle if you want to skip that. I should have said that first, but I will put that in the description. And yes, we have Lothlorien. Everyone loves to see Lothlorien. So, in the front lines, they have some Galadrim veteran warriors, Sindar archers, supported by some Galadrim mounted company, as well as Galadrim veteran warriors. So this is a really nice combo. They have some Sylvan heavy spearmen, about probably 2 or 3 units of those. They have some Sylvan axemen, who are a really good addition to the Lothlorien roster. So about 2 units of those. We have some Sindar blade masters, who are pretty good, but they do need to be careful because they will melt under archer fire. So 2 units of those. Over here, he has a unit of Sylvan heavy swordsmen, along with the unit of Sylvan axemen. Some Sylvan heavy archers and some Sylvan spearmen just to hold right here. Some archers just to take some really nice shots. And he has probably, 1 unit of Sylvan axemen and swordsmen to support here as well. And I think that's all for his force. So a pretty nice force. Especially because it's Lothlorien. Nice job, buddy. Oh, yes. I didn't get all of it. He still has some Elder Council over here. And that, I believe, includes his force, unless he has hiding units. So now, onto Rune. And I forgot to say, Lothlorien commanded by Frishju. Sorry about that. So now onto Rune commanded by Baconfish 302. So on the front lines, he has some Loki Flag Rim, some Loki Innis Rim, some Balkov Tribesmen in the back. In the very, very front, he has some Loki Narim to lay down some suppressing fire, as well as a unit of Loki Gamprim to stop any cap charges or infantry charges. And same setup over here, Loki Narim, Loki Gamprim. And back here, we have some more Loki Innis Rim to try to compete with the other cav or just play it defensively. He has some Loki Flag Rim, a pretty nice infantry force. He has 2 units of Balkov Tribesmen. He has a unit of 2 or 3 units of Loki Scion Rim, a unit of Kamul's Chosen, and a Ballista, which is also going to be helpful, and it's already putting down some fire. And over here, about the same setup, just Loki Narim, and then Flag Rim. So, pretty nice setup for Rune. And now, on to Dwarves, commanded by Zocker MC, I believe. So, for his cav force, he has 2 Ironfoot War Goats. He has some Ironfoot Spears, probably about 3 units of that. 3 units of the Ironfoot Spears. He has some Ironfoot Crossbowmen, probably about 3 or 4 units of those. He has some Ironfoot Guard, probably 2-3 units, I'm guessing. He has 2 units of Sons of the Fallen. Wow, you don't really usually see 2 units of Sons of the Fallen. And he has a unit of Guards of Khazad-dûm, as well as a catapult, which needs to be careful of the ballista. But he is really far away, so he better start moving, because dwarves are slow. So now we can get into this battle, and I want to see what's going to happen over here. So we can see Gondor retreating their troops from this choke point. Only have taken 2 losses, or was that another loss? Yeah, only about 3 losses. The ballista taking more shots. Oh, getting an okay hit. Wasn't on the best unit, but oh, that was really close. So a few axemen of Lossernach went down, but these Wardens of the White Tower need to be careful. I don't think they should be up here. They need to probably get back or get over there, because now they're just even more open. Okay, good. They're coming down here, so it's going to be a bit harder to hit them. So we can see the High Elves sending a unit of Sword Quindi over here. And they are moving. I wonder if they're going to try to go around, or if they're just going to attack right here. help Gondor. Can see some movement from the Loki Innisrim. Lothlorien setting up their position. You can see some Corsairs open to the Galadriel Mountain Company. And we see a pretty nice charge going into the Corsair warriors. It was pretty helpful that they were in loose formation, or they would have taken even more casualties. So yeah, pretty nice charge by the Mountain Company, not even taking one loss. You do need to be careful, because if the archers get in, when the archers get in range, it's never good for Lothlorien. So we can see some Loki Innisrim, pretty slow, maybe trying to deliver a nice charge. You can see the Lothlorien Sylvan Spearmen moving up, and the Sylvan Heavy Spearmen just closing in super nice formation behind them. You can see over here Galadriel Veteran Riders. Let's see, are they going to take any shots? Doesn't seem like it. I think they're just trying to wait. So we can see Umbar moving up. Some Gondor Knights over here. And we can see the Corsairs are falling back, and who's doing that? We can see some fire coming in from Sylvan Heavy Archers. There we go. I think only going for Corsairs, not the best target. So Gondor, moving up some Gondor Archers, trying to put them into loose formation, but they're just in kind of a loose formation blob, like what the Isengard Berserkers do when you put them in loose. It's kind of like just a circle. So we can see Umbar setting up some of their troops, their pikemen, mixed with some of their Corsairs, and just one lone unit of Gondor Spearmen just sitting there. And we can see a nice formation by Lothlorien. Oh, sorry about that. So we can see the Galadriel Veteran Warriors just waiting patiently, and we can see the Corsair pikemen ready in pike formation. And we can see the Galadriel Veteran Warriors maybe thought they could get around, but we can see that the Warlords of Umbar are here to stop them. And over here, I guess I missed some troops. I'm sorry. We have some Corsair Savages, Crossbow Corsairs, and Corsair Fencers. So this little reinforcement force is going to be pretty important. So not too much going on. The High Elves, what are they doing? High Elves are sitting over there. They're marching, moving up their army. The Dwarves are preparing to hold right here with their spearmen. And we can see some fire coming in from, who is that? From the Eldar Way Archers, a pretty nice range. Right into the Ironfoot Spears. I would probably save my ammo for someone who doesn't have, I don't think I would use it on spears, but trying to weaken the defense, always a good idea. Probably on the Ironfoot Crossbowmen. That would be a better target, because they don't have as much armor as these guys, and they have spears facing the front and shields. So I would go for the Ironfoot Crossbowmen. They are winded. So we can see more ammo just going into these Ironfoot Spears, weakening them, but I would go for the Crossbowmen. So the Ballista reforming for Rune. Can see some fire coming, and the Gondorian veterans of Osgiliath were returning fire. But now they're just going to try to move a bit closer up. Anything happening? So we can see some Galadriel Mountain Company slipping around. We can see some Corsair fencers open, as well as some Corsair savages. And the Harbingers of Castamere trying to get into position. The Galadriel Mountain Company just a little too fast for the Corsair savages, and they're gonna pull out. So that Umbar lucked out right there. But they would have taken a lot of casualties from the crossbow Corsairs. And then there was already Harbingers and Corsair savages, so it probably wouldn't have ended well. We can see some Gondor Knights just coming over here to make sure that the Galadriel Mountain Company don't get any ideas. And up here we can see that, the warlords of Umbar just getting slaughtered up here on this hill. You can see no enemies have fallen here. All just warlords of Umbar. We can now see the Gondor Knights are under fire, taking some casualties, but the warlords of Umbar just took really, really heavy casualties. We can see there was a charge from the warlords of Umbar, getting a few Galadriel veteran warriors, but they did lose 2 here. But in the end, the warlords of Umbar were defeated. And we can see a small force from Lothlorien around on the flank. And all there is a unit of Corsair pikemen. And is there any archers up here? So there is not any archers up here. So that is not too good. Oh, so some Gondorian archers are moving up, trying to just okay, so they should bring some archers over here, because I think the Lothlorien player can push through these Corsair pikemen pretty easily. So right now nothing is happening. I'm just gonna speed it up a bit. Let's see, are the High Elves engaging? No, just a skirmish phase. So guys, I think what I'm gonna do is I am just going to make a small little cut here until the battle starts, and I will see you guys when we are back. Okay guys, welcome back, and now we are one second here. We are seeing some engagements. There was a bit of just like people shooting the cav. Some Lothlorien cav got around here, and okay, so the Ironfoot crossbowmen and the catapult were trying to attack the High Elves, so as you can see, it didn't go too well. The ballista got some pretty nice hits and took out all their catapults. So I think it's safe to say that they did make the decision to attack, because right when he started attacking, Umbar did too. So I'm gonna try to catch as much action as possible, but I'm just gonna switch around a bit. We'll stay here for a bit, just looking at the fight between the dwarves. And so far, the High Elves are doing a really nice job. They did take some casualties, but it was only their low tier units, like the Linden long spears. So while the dwarves were just wasting while the dwarves were using up their ammo on the Linden long spears, the High Elves were just taking out the crossbows until there's about 1 unit left. So the Mithril Noble is doing a pretty nice job. This unit 45. You can see the crossbows over here just getting demolished, and we can see that there was only some casualties from the Linden long spears. The archers are all in perfect shape. We can see some cav over here, as well as some High Elven archers. And they are sending their cav because there were some Ironfoot war goats over here. And over here there's just some Ironfoot guard, some Sons of the Fallen, and Guards of Cause of Doom, and over here, they should probably send some support because there's just crossbowmen, spearmen, and over here the flank is getting weak, and over here it's like it's crumbling. So now let's go on to Umbar. I'm pretty sure they've engaged because I saw them charging. Yes, they have. So I did they retreat some of their men, or did they just get wrecked? Okay, so right now the silver spears are in here. The Umbar did a nice job at pushing them back. So there's some silver spears here, or Sylvan spearmen, sorry, just fighting. The Corsairs and mixed with some Corsair pikemen, a pretty nice mix over here. The Corsairs looks like they're gonna suffer defeat over here, but we can see some Belaguer halberds coming over here to support. They do need support here because the axemen really just mopped up the Corsair warriors over here. In the center, not looking too good either, but they haven't really had any support yet, so we'll see what happens. Some Elder Council moving up, a nice position. Let's see, are they gonna throw? They're reloading. Let's see. Maybe the halberds. So all of them are reloading, so that's good. That's good. Maybe a nice volley. Just getting ready to slow it down, and yes, they went for these halberds, and dang, just demolished. And the Sindar archers are just releasing their ammo into these Belaguer halberds. So not looking too good for Umbar right now. Some more halberds coming in to support. And now the Sindar archers are focusing their ammo on this unit. And we can see them just dropping before they even get to the line. And we can see some javelins coming in. And just a really nice play by Lothlorien. So Lothlorien doing a really nice job here, using their resources and their position. So I think John Wick's team, like Sova and Adrian Med, I think their team was a little bit more aggressive, because I noticed that the Lothlorien players and stuff, they were kind of just sitting back and waiting for them to charge. But they're still doing a pretty nice job, so we can also see Gondor over here. We can't miss Gondor. So we can see some Loki Flagrim going in for the charge, trying to countercharge the Gondorian infantry. And we can see second unit of Gondor infantry coming in for another charge, probably into their flank. Yes, pretty nice charge. We can see some Loki Gamprim coming in. The Lothernok nobles not ready to give up on their troops yet. So they are going to be brave and maybe try a countercharge. So Loki Gamprim haven't put their... Yes, they have. So brave charge by the Lothernok nobles. And the ones that didn't get in there got a really nice charge and killed one on the charge each, I believe. Not everyone, but the ones that got in. I'm sorry about that. That's Discord. I need to mute that. Thought I did. So we can see some Axemen of Lothernok probably hoping to be able to get around. So Gondor trying to use their advantage of numbers against the units right here. So we can see that they are going to go for a charge into the side of the Loki Flagrim and Dragon's Wrath Guildsmen. And they have brought their archers up. And let's see, are they returning fire? And now let's go back over here to John Wick and see what he's doing. So we push some Elden Way archers, a pretty nice move, past here. And now what we can see is his Mythland nobles just slowly rolling up until they get to the center. And the center is also breaking a very, very low amount of spears here and some crossbowmen who aren't the best. So we can see the Ironfoot Guard facing the Elden Way archers, as well as the Sword Quindy. We can see Elden Way Lancers versus Ironfoot War Goats. I think the Lancers should get out of there really soon. You can see Lothlorien sent a unit to support the Dwarves. And we can see the High Elves just trying to take care of the cav. We can see a unit of Sons of the Fallen trying to get into the flanks of the Elden Way Spearmen. And we can see some Ironfoot Guard right there. So the Mythland nobles just wanting to defeat what's left of these dwarves so they can just flank around. If they could get their cav through here and get nice charges, that could be super good. And are they doing that? I hope they are. So we want to see some cav charges. So now we can see some ammo going into the flanks of the Sons of the Fallen. Probably not going to do too much. We can see the dwarves trying to bring their cav to stop this. And they didn't go for a charge here, surprisingly, but they did go here, so they could try to break this. That would be an even better move, so that was a nice play. So they can send these troops as well. So a nice charge coming in. The Elden Way Lancers, are they going to make it? Oh, no, not a very nice charge, actually. They didn't have enough space to actually get going and get enough momentum. So we can see Elden Way Spearmen versus Sons of the Fallen and some 7 Ironfoot War Goats. So we can see Imladra Storm Raiders as well as Elden Way Archers sneaking around. We can see Ballista versus Ballista. One Ballista is down for Rune. And the High Elven Ballista, I don't know. Let's check. Are they all any down? Nope. They're all up. So we can see some Smiths of Regian. Oh man, I'm really scared. I feel like they're gonna target these guys. I hope they don't. That would be so brutal. They need to take that out really fast, or get these guys in here. Because if they could get a really nice hit there, that would be so brutal. Like these Smiths of Regian are super good. So we can see some Imladra Storm Raiders sneaking around, and now trying to support the Spearmen against the Sons of the Fallen. And now we can see Kamul's Trojan coming around, falling back. And the dwarves falling back some of their units. We can see, there goes 2 ballistas and the ballista crew down to 11. Really nice plan from the Gondorian and the High Elven player. Sneaking around their cav and a nice charge into the Loki Narrim, and they did just about take out this ballista. So a pretty nice charge. They do need to get out. The Loki Cyan Rim are coming in, and they are not just going to mess around. So they really should pull out their cav. So we can see the Elden Way Archers releasing some fire. Maybe they're going after the Kamul's Chosen. Let's see when the arrows come. Yes. Yeah, yes. Yes, they are. Okay, so we can see a few dropping. We can see some Balkov tribesmen who were hit. We can see some Sons of the Fallen and Guards of Khazad-dûm facing the front. They should turn around so they're not exposing their backs. Oh, what would be brutal is if they got some ballista fire into the Sons of the Fallen and Guards of Khazad-dûm. So we can see the Mythland nobles slowly starting to close the jaws in on the dwarves. We can see Smiths of Regian coming in, and we can see the left flank of the dwarves and the middle slowly crumbling, and we can see the right flank is also crumbling. the Sons of the Fallen, they might become the fallen sons of I don't know, Sons of the Fallen. So soon the people after are going to be the Sons of the Fallen, and they're going to be fallen. I don't think they're going to be able to escape, because we can see some Storm Raiders and some Spearmen just closing the gap and fighting nobly. But so are the dwarves, putting up a really nice stand. We can see some Elden Way nobles getting through. Let's see, what are they going to do? So we can't see the Gondor Knights pulling back out, maybe going for... We can't see. Somehow the High Elves managed to sneak some Sword Quindi into the flanks, but now we can see that the Loki Scion Rim are here to end the Sword Quindi. We can see some ballista shots probably coming in for the Sons of the Fallen, because I saw ballista ammo. Some more Loki Scion Rim coming in, probably trying to go, close the gap right here. So far the Gondorian, High Elven, Umbarian, I'm just making that up, alliance is doing good. Umbar is gone, basically. Like, they have some break-in units. They have Harbingers of Castamere over here. They have Naharu Royal Archers falling back from these Sylvan Axemen who were chasing them. So they were basically just cut down. We can see that they didn't really do too much. They just lost a ton of their troops. Over here, they did take out a pretty nice amount of Sylvan Axemen, so I do have to say that. They did inflict some casualties, but in the end, they didn't make it through. So there is some Harbingers of Castamere over here. Any other troops that they saved? There is some... No, I don't see any. So they basically have like 2 units left. So they really just got cut down, because most of their troops were really... They were cheap troops. They just had a few elites. So we can see some nice hits coming in. They are getting friendly fire, but they are hitting like Loki Scion Rim. They should probably shoot for right here, because there's no friendly fire. We can see some runic troops. Surprisingly, Kamul's Shadow Guard. And Sons of the Fallen just trying to push through with all their might, pushing through. And we can see that some of them are getting through. We can see the Kamul Shadow Guard just trying to get out of there. They're lucky the High Elves aren't focusing them with the arrows, so they would have been gone. Some more Kamul Shadow Guard about to receive a charge. Wasn't a very good one from the Elden Way nobles, but it was a counter charge. Ironfoot Guard, 21 of them, trying to retreat. So the Dwarven stand over here has crumbled. The Dwarves have very, very low numbers now. They are running out of troops. They have some Elder Council, Frisch Juice, some Kamula Shadow Guard, maybe going to try to get around the Gondorian flank. So Sons of the Fallen engaging, because over here the Wardens of the White Tower are breaking through this flank, and we can see that they are going to hold for a while. So Fountain Guard, this guy's hitting his pal, trying their best to fight back against the Loki Gamperman. And we can see a super nice javelin volley going right into the Loki Innisrim, taking out half their unit. That was such a nice volley. We can see some breaking Gondorian infantry and like 1 unit of Dragon Breath Guildsmen. Yeah. We can see some Harbingers of Castamere engaging with the Galadrim veteran warriors. And now we see some Galadrim veteran riders, as well as Sylvan heavy spearmen, Sylvan axemen, and Sylvan heavy spearmen going to support their fellow elves here And the elves did a pretty nice job at dealing with Umbar, but Umbar did have pretty like light armor troops, so like not really any like heavy ones. They did have a few pretty good units, but other than that, they just had Corsair warriors and stuff like that. So we can see Gondor just fighting as hard as they can, trying to defeat the Sons of the Fallen, who just will not break and are holding their shield wall. We see some Loki Scion Rim trying to that are going to try to hold back the High Elves. The High Elves doing a nice job at mopping up the dwarves. Sorry, mopping up the dwarves, finishing them off, and now they're going to have to break through the Loki Scion Rim. And there we go. The Umbarian general is dead, and that's probably not how you say it, but I'm just gonna say it like that. So now the High Elves going to try to push through. We can see some support coming. The Kamul's Chosen, just in case their Loki Scion Rim needs backup. We can see Kamul's Shadow Guard breaking around the flanks. Probably going to for a flanking charge into the Wardens of the White Tower. And yes, they were. So Wardens of the White Tower actually inflicting some pretty heavy casualties on the Sons of the Fallen. So, one sec. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm sorry about that, guys. I'm back now. So we have the High Elves getting ready to charge the Loki Scion Rim. Can see some Loki Narrim fighting some Eldarin Way archers. And over here, what do we have? We have just a few Sword Quindi fighting some Elder Council. And Elder Inway Spearmen coming in to reinforce. So I think it looks like Baconfish's allies have done a pretty nice job. The dwarves are really low on troops, like really low. But I think the Lothlorien Dwarven Runic Alliance is going to take this battle. Gondor basically out of this battle, and so is Umbar. The High Elves are the only ones left that can turn this around, and they do have some good troops left, but there's just so many enemies left. So the Kamul's Chosen coming in, and the brave High Elven soldiers are going to stand their ground, even with all those javelins coming in. They are taking some brutal javelin volleys. They're just trying their best to hold their ground. And a really nice job from all the players, especially the one and only John Wick, who did send this in, so thank you to him. And he has been playing really good this battle, and so did Gondor and Umbar. Gondor did a really nice job at exposing the flanks of the enemy, and Umbar did a really nice job at fighting against the Lothlorien Cav and doing their best against Lothlorien, because Lothlorien had superior Cav. They had superior infantry and archers, so they did their best, and in the end they did do pretty well. So we can see Eldarin Way spearmen trying to fight these Kamul's Chosen, but they are really low, and we see a flanking charge coming in from the Loki Innistree. I'm not going to do too much. You can see Sword Quindi coming in from behind, killing a few on the charge. And we can see Rune supporting their lines, trying to hold back this big blob of troops. Lothlorien now coming into the battle against the High Elves. And we see some breaking Gondorian troops. What's left of the Sons of the Fallen. What do the High Elves have left? They have some Eldarin Way nobles. And where are their smiths? Did they lose their smiths? No, there's no way. Did they seriously die? Why? I thought they had their smiths, but maybe they're in combat here. I don't know. Maybe they're hiding or something. Can't Smiths even hide? I don't know. But I thought they had Smiths. So Galadrim, veteran warriors trying to expose the flanks. And we do see a charge coming in. Not really doing too much to the veteran warriors. Probably like one casualty. But the Elden Way nobles did take a beating in that charge. You can see a small, really thin line of Elden Way archers and spearmen trying to hold back all the Lothlorien forces. You can see green, red, blue. We can see silver. We can see gold. Lots and lots of colors in this one little choke point. But I think that the High Elves are going to suffer defeat today. Because I just don't see how they could defeat all these troops. So let's speed this up a bit. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, guys, about the Discord thing. I'll try to fix that. So there goes the High Elven General. And like I mentioned a lot of times in the videos, feel free to join my Discord because we are doing lots of tournaments. So you know, maybe you could win a tournament and get the reward for it. And it's just for fun. So like it's not like really competitive like that, but it just depends. Like we do different kinds of battles. I don't know. Maybe I'll make a video on one of those. So we can see the Lothlorien and Runic troops are pushing through the High Elves and getting around. Now the High Elves are surrounded. And yes, the Smiths of Eregion were in this fight and they were really low. So I guess that's why I didn't see them. Oops, sorry, that's the water thing outside. So we can see Elder Council, Elder Way Spearmen, Axemen, Sindar Archers, and Gamprim just closing in on the few troops that are left here. And are all the troops defeated here? Yep, on this flank, everyone's gone. There's 99, basically 100 left. So a big thank you to all the players. Everyone played really well. Everyone made their own mistakes, and everyone did a good job. So, of course, Umbar didn't get as many kills, but they did get almost as many kills as the dwarves. But they were kind of farther. They were kind of farther back, and Umbar had a really tough fight against Lothlorien. They had really good positioning, and they did have support from their runic allies. So a big thank you to all the players. Everyone played really well in this battle. Feel free to send me any replays you would like, either through my Discord or to my email, modslayerlovesmc@gmail.com. That will be in the description. And thank you guys for watching so much. I really appreciate it. Even if you're not subscribed, thank you for watching this video. And feel free to subscribe, and I will see you guys next video. Peace out.